Yeah, it's almost time. Okay, so I think we'll get started first. Okay, just to, there should be two more of you joining, but I think it's okay. We'll just get started with the objectives first. So today, as you can see, the learning objectives are to identify the human systems in the body, right? And then also to state their functions. Generally, at primary 4 level, you're only required to know 5 body systems. Of course, there are more than that. There are like your nervous system, endocrine system, your excretory system. Okay, but for primary 4 level, you only need to know 5, which are your digestive, respiratory, circulatory, skeletal, and muscular. So these are the 5 that you need to know. Okay. And then also, we'll also narrow down to one of the systems which you would have learned in primary 3, but we are still doing it as a revision. Okay. I think at primary 3, you would have learned human digestive system. Am I right? Yes. Yeah. Actually, you've learned digestive system as well. Yeah. Okay. So you should be familiar the different parts of the human digestive system and their functions. Okay, it's okay if you know the content, but I think what's important, I was just sharing with Ashlyn just now, is that we need to know how to apply your knowledge onto these questions that you encounter. Okay, so let's just quickly do a recap, right? Digestive system. Okay, yes, Manidipa.
I my science teacher gave me some homework to do on a matter at school. And there's this question I don't know how to do. Can you help me?
Okay, it's the meta question, is it? Would you be able to send a copy in so I can take a look at it? Or you can leave me a message on the website. Yeah. So because usually tutorial will cover previous questions, especially your homework questions, and will also cover a little bit of content. But if you have questions, I'll be more than happy to help. If it's something that has a diagram or image, then it's probably wiser for you to send it in to me. But if it's just words, like, it's just a question without any diagrams, but usually for science, there will be a diagram, right? Yeah, so for that, you probably have to send it in. Okay? Yeah. So back to this one. Oh yeah, by the way, I've not gotten which school are you from, Manideepa?
Horizon Primary School.
Oh, where's that located? Is it like somewhere in the north?
It's in Oasis.
Oasis is at Punggol.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay. Nowadays, there are very special names to the primary school. Yeah, because like, Punggol area is all, mainly all those young parents, right, with the kids there. So a lot of new schools coming up. That's a nice name for a school though, Horizon. Okay, let's go back to the content, digestive system. So the organs are your mouth, gullet, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. Anus is definitely good to know. You don't really need to know. It's not really under the syllabus to know the function of the anus, but I think it's always good to know what's the function of the anus, right? Okay, so the anus is basically the point or the location where feces exits, right, from your body. Yeah, basically it's usually to the toilet bowl. Yeah. So then the functions, okay, what are some of the functions of the digestive system? The functions are, this is a very important, okay, very important phrase, yeah. Simple, I would say simpler, okay, is to break down food into simpler substances, right? And some students will say it's into smaller pieces. Actually, it's not to smaller pieces. Okay, if you write to smaller pieces, you probably will get it wrong. For digestion, okay, the function of course, digestion. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's to break down food into simpler substances. Yeah. Okay, and of course, for this to happen, right, it will take place in your mouth. Okay, mouth is one of them. Where else does digestion take place other than the mouth? Yes, Manideepa.
The stomach.
Very good.
In the small intestine.
Yeah, well done. Okay. So there are these three organs in which digestion take place, right? Mouth, stomach, and small intestine. Now, the next one would be absorb digested food. Okay. Which organ in the digestive system absorbs digested food? Yes, Money.
The small intestine.
Well done. Okay. Okay, now why do I separate it into two? Because the absorption of minerals and water happens somewhere else. Ashley, do you know where is it? Yes.
The stomach.
Absorption of water and minerals happen in the, I'll give you a clue, starts with L.
Large intestine.
Very good. Okay, so it happens in the large intestine, right? Okay, so absorption of water and minerals happen in the large intestine. Of course, lastly, the place where undigested food is stored until it's removed actually is in somewhere called the rectum. Okay, but it's something that you don't, I mean, it's good to know, I would think. It's good to know that, the undigested food that are not digested will be stored until it is being excreted, it's removed. Okay, so this table here basically sums up the digestive system. Okay, and if you notice, this table is very familiar, right? It's actually found in your lecture notes during the lesson. Okay, it's lesson 15. Okay, now next one. Next system that you need to know, respiratory system. Same thing, the organs that are involved would be your nose, windpipe, and your lungs. Your mouth, okay, is not one of the organs that belong to the respiratory system. Although some people breathe through their mouth, right? You see some people, when they're running, they breathe through their mouths, okay? But it's not considered part of your respiratory system, right? The nose is, okay? So generally, the respiratory system's functions, okay, what are the functions? The functions are to take in air into the body, okay, as well as remove air. Why do we say air and not just oxygen? Because if you think about it, atmospheric air has about 21% oxygen only. That means only out of 100%, only 21% is oxygen. So not all is oxygen. So in general, it takes in air. It's just that this air will contain more oxygen as compared to exhaled air. So one is inhaled air, one is exhaled air. Inhale means you breathe in, right? Inhale, exhale. Okay, so when you exhale air, it will contain more carbon dioxide because of the process of respiration. The process of respiration will take place, which means when we inhale and we exhale, okay? And the respiration happens in all cells of the human body because the cells will use up part of the thing that it uses up is oxygen. It will then change it into energy, which you will learn more about it in when you're in primary 5. Okay, when you're in primary 5, you will learn more about respiratory system. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, very quickly, because I'm sure you have covered this before. So circulatory system, the third system that you have to know, these are the organs involved, the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood. Okay. Basically, circulatory system, from the name, it suggests that it circulates. When it circulates, means it travels and it transports, right? So there are two things, or rather two group of substances that it transports. The first one, it transports oxygen. Okay, oxygen, digested food, nutrients, minerals, and water. And this one goes to different parts of the body. Okay, now on the other hand, this one is from the heart to the rest of the body. Yeah. On the other hand, there are also things like waste material. And waste material, of course, you don't deliver it to the body cells, you deliver it away from the different parts of the body. Okay, so basically the circulatory system performs two different functions, transports all the things that are needed to your different parts of your body which needs them. Then at the same time, it also transports the things that are unwanted, the waste materials, away from the different parts of the body. Okay, so that is that. And we're going to move on to the fourth one, which you're going to just briefly learn about it in primary 4, but you still have to know the function. Yeah. So the next one would be the skeletal system. The skeletal system, same thing. Okay, the organs, right? What are the organs? So the organs, oh, hold on, let me change the color. The organs are, of course, because it's skeletal system, the organs are bones, right? Bones such as your skull, your ribs, your backbone, okay? And then of course the functions are to support the body and give it its shape, okay? And it also at the same time protects organs, yeah? So it's not just giving it its shape, right? Support the body, give it shape. It also protects organs such as your lungs and your heart. Okay, so far so good. We are at the fourth system already. We're moving on to the fifth one. I see Manidipa, you're writing down, is it? I'll give you some time to do so. But if you actually you have the lecture notes in your portal, in your student portal, so you can access them. So you don't have to worry so much about it. Yeah. And lastly, the final system that we're going to touch on is muscular system. As the name suggests, muscular means there are muscles, right? The organs that are involved would be muscles. And of course, muscles play the very important function of enabling us to be able to move. It usually works with the skeletal system. It works with the bones to move. Okay, so that's that. So this table actually summarizes it. Okay, so these are the organs again. And the one on the right-hand side would be the functions. I think for this chapter, this topic, it's mainly you need to know the organs and you need to know the functions. That's all. So this table summarizes it. Okay. So let's try to recap. Each person will do one. Okay, we'll go one round. Who wants to start first? Ashley? Yeah, Ashley will do the first one. Which system comprises of the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels?
Circular.
Very good. Circulatory. Right? Because the heart, the blood vessels, circulatory, they help to transport substances around the body. Okay, what about next one, Manipa? Nose, windpipe, and lungs.
Respiratory.
Very good. Respiratory. Okay, next one, Ashleen. That's with letter S. Not sure. Manidipa, you want to help Ashleen out?
It's the skeletal.
Very good. Okay, skeletal. Skeletal usually comprises of bones. There are 204 bones in an adult, and each bone has a special name. Okay, but of course, at primary 4 level, you don't really have to know the names of the different bones. Yeah, and also different bones perform different functions. Of course, when we talk about the skeletal system, there are two functions, right? One of it is to enable movement as well as to support our body. The other one would be to protect the vital organs, right? The important organs, yeah? Okay, next one, muscles. Ashley, which system is that? Muscular, yes. I see you mouthing out the word. Okay, muscular system, which is